Welcome to Open Your Reality, guys. My name is Chad, and look, I've got a lot on my mind. A lot. But I want you to stay tuned to the channel because in a couple of hours, I'm going to be putting out my second interview with Vedagurudev. I had interviewed him about a week ago. I posted that interview, and it was fire. Vedagurudev, if you don't know, he is an actual Kriya yoga master who had trained in the Himalayas with true spiritual gurus. And this is a guy that was bitten by the Babaji bug somewhere about 10 years ago. He was a world-class DJ. He had traveled to over 50 countries, and he was very successful. He's never worked any other job but being a DJ, as a matter of fact. And 10 years ago, he came across Babaji, and he just was obsessed. And since that time, he has gone off to the Himalayas, to India, to Sri Lanka. He's studied with the masters. He's actually walked the walk and talked the talk. And I'm so happy that Vedagurudev contacted me, of all people, because he saw a video that I posted where I talked about my love for Kriya Yoga and Babaji. Now, for me, I've known about Babaji a long time. I've known about it ever since reading this book. It's called Nothing in This Book is True, but it's exactly how things are by Bob Frissell. This book came out in 1994. And it was a super interesting book. Talks about a lot of different things. Aliens, talks about the pyramids, our true history. But there's a chapter in here about Babaji. And I was like, who is this mysterious Babaji? This Indian figure who had miraculous powers, almost like Jesus, and is said to have lived for over 2,000 years. And so, wanting to know more about it, I came across the book Autobiography of a Yogi, which I've talked about many times on the channel before. This is the OG book. This is probably my favorite spiritual book of all time. And there are several stories in here of Babaji. So if you want to be thrilled with stories of Babaji, definitely pick up this book. And then, of course, reading Paramahansa Yogananda, I came across Self-Realization Fellowship. So back in the late 90s, I ordered a course from them. It cost about $100, and this is one of the little books that came with, I think back then it wasn't even CDs, it was cassette tapes. So this little book is very good. It's about meditation, breathing postures, different type of routine, chanting, visualizations. Really nice, came with it. And I started reading up on it. Now, I didn't do what I probably should have done, which was go off to the Himalayas, studied with the masters like Vedagurudev. Instead, I did travel to Thailand in 2002. I spent 2 full years there over the course of 3, from 2002 to 2005, because I went back and forth. And I studied with some masters. I studied painting with a master. I studied Tai Chi with a Tai Chi master from China. And I also learned some other things, not with masters, but with teachers. But if I could, I'll pick that up later. But if I could go back in time, maybe, just maybe, I would have been better off if I went to the Himalayas just like Vedagurudev and studied with the masters, because I could only imagine how far along I would be spiritually right now. And that's why I was overjoyed when he contacted me, because this is a guy that walked the walk, talked the talk, and for the last 10 years, he's really put his money where his mouth is, and he's set off to blaze a trail in spirituality and really progress his evolution. And so when he contacted me, he told me he has never done social media. He doesn't even have social media channels or platforms or anything. As a matter of fact, in this second interview I just did with him, which I'll be posting in a few hours, he said he recently created a YouTube channel, but he doesn't have any videos out. So he is gung-ho now about spreading the message of Kriya Yoga. Now, a lot of you out there, you really resonate with the yogis and Kriya Yoga. That's who I resonate the most with Babaji, whether it's the Babaji from the book Autobiography of a Yogi, or whether it's Haidakhan Babaji, who lived from 1970 to 1984 in India, who also resonate with. You guys have interest. So whether you guys are interested in just learning Kriya Yoga, speaking with Vedagurudev, or fast-tracking your spiritual evolution, I decided with Vedagurudev that it might be something very beneficial to put together not just a course, not just a book, or not just a PDF, but actually teach Kriya Yoga to you. Now, it would be great if Vedagurudev could fly to every one of your living rooms or somehow teleport there and teach you personally. That would be awesome. But come on, let's face it, that's not possible. So I'm going to give you guys the next best thing. So what I'm thinking here is that I'm going to create an account on a platform called Skool. This is created by Sam Ovens, and lately Alex Hormozy has invested in it. And this is a platform where you can put together courses, you can teach people live, you could put PDFs, you could do all kinds of things on Skool. And so here are my thoughts. I, along with Vedagurudev, would partner to go on to Skool. It's a platform you have to pay. I'd pay for it. And he would teach Kriya Yoga. And he would teach Ascension. And he would teach lessons that he learned in his travels. Everything that he has learned, all of that, he would give to you guys. And you guys would benefit greatly. And so would I. I'm going to be there as well. So you'd have access to the both of us. So what I'm thinking is that Vedagurudev would be teaching a yoga class, or just a class on spirituality, whatever it is, or just talking with you guys, okay, once a week. So once every week on Skool. And for that, I was thinking about charging a fee just because, you know, we need to support ourselves and we have to pay for some equipment and stuff like that. But it would be about $25. That's the number I came up with in my mind per month. But that would give you access to 4 classes live with Vedagurudev and myself. That's about $6 a course, really not that much. And any information that we put out, like if we put out a mini course or past recorded, if you can't make the live, you could watch the recorded version, or any PDFs or anything that we put on there, you'd have access to all of it. Now, you guys over on Patreon, I'm not going to leave you guys in the cold. I'm going to also do something for you as well. I'll be putting some of these recordings out on Patreon, maybe not all of them, but some of them. But you wouldn't have access to Vedagurudev live over on Patreon because you can't do that. But if you guys are interested in something like this on Skool, let me know in the comment section, okay? Because if even 15 to 20 of you are thinking of joining, I will go ahead and pay the first month and get this started. Seriously. So drop me a comment below, please. Let me know how many of you would be seriously interested. And what do you think about that $25 price point? You know, guys, I have so many things I want to talk about. In February, I posted about 10 videos. That's about 1 every 3 days. Normally, I do 1 every 2 days. I'm going to step up the production as of now. I apologize for not posting for a week. It's been super busy. It was tax season, and it was maddening because I have 2 corporations. Now, yes, having a corporation doesn't mean you make money. It just means you have a corporation. You have to pay expensive taxes, and you have to pay the accountant a lot of money. But in the end, it seems to be worth it. Now, this year I made somewhere in, I think, maybe the $20,000 range, but I'm hoping to be making more in the future. I have some plans for that. This Skool that I'm creating, this is not going to make us rich. This is just something that I'm hoping that a few people would be willing to join and benefit from, and we can have like a small group who is dedicated, and we can grow together, ask questions, and share information. I'll just leave off with that. Just stay tuned for the next couple of hours because that interview with Vedagurudev, the second one, will be coming up, and he's answering all of your questions in that one. And then let me know in the comment section if you guys would be interested in this new Skool thing. All right, I gotta go. I'll see you guys in the next one. Big namaste.